Lady Sapphire from my channel, Lady Sapphire Girl. Sapphire Gaming Girl, and today I'm playing Genshin Impact. For you see, we're going to play Ruin Exploration Part 2 Finale. So it's just that, well, we're just going to play this game, but there's a twist. After I'm finished with the game, will take a big break from it, and then I'll play a new game coming soon. So remember, just stay like and subscribe, y'all. I want you to be impressed of a new game that I'm going to play. It should put a little love touch. So we're just gonna explore through the desert. So let's see.
Looking at the map, we should be getting close. Speaking of which, the closer we get, the more Paimon's heart feels like it's beating out of her chest. Excitement! Yeah, sure, that's it. Oh look, it's Tainari and the others. Everyone's here bright and early. Yeah, the desert's a pretty harsh environment. Better to travel at night and beat the heat. Hey everyone, we're here!
Ah, right on time. You don't need to worry about me. It's not too hot yet, and I'm properly hydrated.
All right, we're just waiting on the two people Miss Layla mentioned, and then we'll be set. He's staying behind. If we don't make it back after a certain time, he'll be in charge of rescue operations.
You can count on me.
Nice! You thought of everything!
Oh, and Cyrus said he'll be in Aru Village, so he's also available if we need help.
Haha! Amazing! Having people to watch our back is making Paimon a lot less nervous.
Did you get a good night's sleep, Layla?
Yeah, I did. After hearing about what happened, my advisor gave me some time off to rest. So, my studies are on hold for now.
Then, does your advisor know you're back in the desert to investigate?
Yes, but I was only allowed to come after I mentioned that General Mahamatra would be there too.
Haha! Quite the reputation you've got there, Sino. Something wrong? You haven't said a word this whole time. Are you in a bad mood or something?
No. Being skilled with words also means being a good listener. I'm just reflecting on what you're saying.
Oh, Hatham! Kaveh! Ha! Over here!
Darn it. I was just setting up a brilliant...
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find another chance. The important thing is, our scribe and our renowned architect are here at last.
High praise. But wait, why am I renowned and not him? He's just as famous as Sino, Dia, or Nilu.
That just means your level of fame is even greater. How could a lowly scribe hold a candle to you?
Lowly scribe? Please. All those strings you pulled to get those new books from the House of Dana? What do you call that?
Borrowing. Anyone with an employee ID can do it.
Uh-huh, yeah. The House of Dana bends over backwards for just anyone, does it?
Send a report to Lesser Lord Kusanali then. Let her know someone at the Academia is abusing their position.
Hey! I never said abusing!
Impressive verbal sparring, as always. Oh, hello to you too, Marak. Well, looks like your assistant is raring to go, Kaveh. So, I say we get this show on the road. No sense delaying the inevitable.
Let me scout ahead, then I'll go with you guys.
No need. We're in this together, remember? Sure. This is the entrance, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect. Then, if we're all set, let's get moving.
Ooh, you're taking me out?
Okay, everyone. So here we are at the temple. So we're just going to sink in the quicksand and enter through the quicksand, not sink in the quicksand. Layla said that there was a sand beneath under, that she felt sinking underneath, and she fell down into a temple. Then something strange happened.
Paimon's mouth is full of sand! Ugh. So that's what falling into quicksand feels like?
If this was quicksand, we would have struggled to breathe. No. I think this was regular sand, and we didn't sink into it. We fell through it. Into this place.
Agreed.
In other words, sounds like a you problem, Paimon.
Ha, very funny. No, wait, Paimon's the only one. Ha! See?
What? I'm the only one with sand in my shoes? Yeah, right.
This place looks kinda familiar. Hang on. What's going on? Did something strange happen? Hang on. Is that a cat? It looked like Never's cat. Well, looks like everyone made it here unscathed. Let's keep going.
Whoa! There are monsters here? Kira didn't say anything about that.
Probably means he didn't run into any. Because we're just unlucky.
Not the best sign of what's to come.
We'll be fine. Let's just use up all our bad luck and we'll be golden. Can't see?
Solidify!
One with the forest.
According to other Layla, there should be a door nearby with a strange device in front of it. Now then, where could that device be? Ah, there it is. But the door is shut and the device seems to be out of energy. In that case, this should be disabled. Well, we gotta find a key of some sort. Good. At least we won't fall into the same trap. I should probably remind everyone not to touch anything, though. Don't run around touching anything. Remember, keep everything all in safe order to not trigger any traps. You know what I mean. Remember, everyone.
Well, that goes without saying.
Fair point. There's just one problem, though. The only way forward is through that door.
Ooh! Is it time to hunt for a key? Paimon loves this part. Don't worry. With our adventuring experience, we'll find it no problem. Let's get searching.
Marak, wait!
Marak seems interested in these jars. Go smash them.
Ah, well, we would hate for you to have to lift a finger, Your Highness. Marak, this isn't really your old home, is it?
No idea what that means, but Marak does sound pretty happy.
So, mechanical life forms do have the capacity to miss home. A novel discovery.
Well, with Marak leading the way, we should be safe, right? Good thing you decided to join, Kaveh. Otherwise, our investigation would have ended at that door.
It was nothing that I did. You should thank Marak instead.
Hold on. At this rate, Paimon's gonna lose her title as best guide to a mechanical suitcase. Even at your most useless, you're stuck with me.
Aw, thanks. Hey, wait. What do you mean, useless?
Well, no weird mental symptoms so far. I'll take that as a win. That said...
3 doors here.
So, we split up. Divide and conquer. Otherwise, this whole thing is in ruins. No pun intended on that last part. I swear.
Yeah, that might be our best option.
But we'll need to mark our paths.
Good idea. And the minute things go south, we go back the way we came.
Ooh, this is getting exciting! So, who's teaming up with who? Paimon calls dibs on the Traveler!
After a quick decision, the teams and routes are decided. Merak was a popular kick, but ultimately it's decided Merak should go with, or rather lead, Kave's team. So, in a way, let's start going through the ruins.
Well, that takes me back. Last time we were in the desert together, the two of you came all the way out here to gang up on me.
Oh? Sounds like someone's holding a grudge. Just what I like to hear. If you're still hung up on that last one, just name the time and place, and we'll have ourselves another thrilling...
This chamber is huge. I can't even imagine what it's used for.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I seem to have stepped on some kind of stone slab.
Huh. There's a pattern on this, but it's hard to make out with all the dust. Huh? Look! The shape seems to match the markings on the ground over there.
Let's slot it in and see.
And we have a match. Looks like we need to find the other 3 broken slabs.
Let's search the area, but be careful where you step.
Okay, let's find some 3 pieces.
Ooh, got one. Ouch, but watch out. The edges are kind of sharp.
Got the 3rd piece. We just need one more. Huh. Look, a cat. Could it be the same one Jer mentioned?
I don't think we need to worry about startling him. He doesn't seem afraid of people.
Yeah. If anything, it seems like he wants us to follow.
Come here, kitty. Okay, let's follow that cat. I'm sure this cat will help us find the piece. Where are you? Come here, kitty. Where are you? Come out wherever you are. There's the final. Hey, there's the piece.
Oh, he led us to the last piece. Who's a good kitty?
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
You've clearly never heard how the professor talks to his tomatoes, then.
Alright, well, that's that. Now, we need to figure out how to get rid of all this dust.
Behold, the great Vayu Viastra.
Be honest. You've been waiting to say that for how long now?
Just activate the mechanism.
Activate the mechanism by attacking. Whoa.
It worked. It's a picture of...
3 Hermanubises?
That can't be right. The ears aren't vertical.
Not true. And the looks fall short. My hat is much better looking.
A goat, an ibis, and a crocodile.
Oh, wow. Our botanist knows more than just plants.
Riveting observation. I was just thinking. These 3 figures look a lot like the 7 pillars of King Deshret.
That's right. These are our colleagues.
Our what now?
You sure about that?
Just kidding. But what I meant by that is these were Hermanubis' colleagues back then. The middle one is the Goat King Hereshef, Minister of Ministers, the god Amun's most trusted chancellor. Records say he was the deputy king of the Desert Sands, chief among the 7 pillars.
Someone even more impressive than Hermanubis? I wonder if that ever got his goat. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Okay, that was a good one.
Wait, really? I've got so much more where that came from.
Where were we? This is Sopik, the Crocodile King, captain of captains. As the name suggests, he was a valiant commander and had dominion over all weapons of war. And finally, this is the Ibis King Thoth, scribe of scribes.
Your memory's pretty impressive. I bet you're almost as good as me at memorizing cards.
A scribe? Did he manage archives then? Like Alhaitham?
Wait, that's all Alhaitham does? I never knew being an academia scribe was such a cushy job.
Well, that's how his friend put it, anyway. But it does seem like he has a lot of free time.
Well, I don't know much about the academia, but I'm sure the Ibis King had more responsibilities than that. The temple's records say he represented the wisest aspects of King Deshret, inventing the desert script and arcane arts at his king's command.
He must have been quite the impressive man then.
Or creature, depending on how you look at it.
Still, why are these three the only ones represented here? What about the other pillars of King Deshret?
Maybe because the three of them were extra close?
Huh. Kinda like us.
Oh yeah! Maybe we should have someone inscribe us on a commemorative stone slab too.
Or we could just take a picture. It would serve the same purpose. Anyway, no more distractions. Huh. Doesn't it look like there's writing carved into the corner?
Huh. There is. And it's in the ancient desert script too.
Looks like the Ibis King left you some homework.
Give me a sec. I'll try and translate it. The ministers are unvirtuous. The scribes unwise. The captains unworthy. My end is not humanity's end. Hereby bestow upon you all the far side of eternity. Wait, so they went to Aru?
It doesn't sound like it was their idea.
The far side of eternity is said to be the final land of dreams for all desert dwellers. But if such a place did exist, wouldn't it also be an inescapable prison?
Yes, and based on the writing here, it's clear King Deshret wasn't pleased with these three. This gift he bestowed upon them seems more like a punishment. Such is the power of a king, I suppose.
Which means the goat's the one who got in the end.
Huh. Yep, not as good the second time.
What? Impossible.
Well, looks like that's all we can learn here. Should we keep going?
Yes, no time to waste.
Okay, so let's continue investigating these ruins. Oh, lever. A little earlier, in a different part of the ruins,
Jeez, who knew a suitcase could be so fast? Iraq is nothing like this when it comes to housework. Hey, wait up!
A scout's job is to take the lead. Just let Marak figure it out.
Easy for you to say. I'll be the one doing the repairs if something happens.
Why don't you go scout ahead then?
When I think of a comeback, I'll let you know. Oh, Marak stopped. What is it? Found something?
Looks like something covered in sand.
let's get it out then. Come on.
Oh, it's a stone slab. Good job, Marak.
Let's take a look.
Huh. Looks like this part of the picture goes over there?
In that case, there must be other pieces.
All right, and let's look around. Hey! Why are you sitting down?
I thought Marak was helping.
Oh, so you do know what that word means. Great. Are we supposed to just sit back while Marak does all the work?
No, I doubt you could do that.
Exactly.
But I can.
I...
See?
It's all coming back to me. How insufferable it is to work with this no-good, do-nothing...
We could be more efficient, I agree. I'll work on this piece. You take care of the rest.
Okay.
Found one! Good teamwork. Looks like we found them all. The pieces fit together like a glove. But we can't see what's on them.
Turn around.
Huh?
Look.
Oh, I've seen this before. It can create strong winds. It's just what we need to clean off the slab. Come on, let's... Hey!
Don't worry about me. If I sit here, I won't be in the way.
Oh, you don't want to be in the way? Then sit right in front, so the device can blow you straight back to Sumeru City.
Attack the mechanism. Whoa, reveal a puzzle. I mean, a picture.
Done. Huh. That's one big cat. And there's a shattered crown. I think it's depicting some kind of story.
Look, there's writing too. The Ibis King answered the young noble, granting him the wisdom he sought. But the fragile crown was shattered by lies in the end. Here I leave the name, Gudars.
Gudars? I've seen that name in a history book before. He was a young noble who sought to save his realm, and a king who once united the desert.
That's right. Although his methods were rather shameful. During his long reign, he betrayed his family and the nobles who supported him, only realizing the error of his ways after his enemies left him nowhere to turn. But by then, it was too late.
Seems like a common occurrence across history.
Different people, same mistakes. It's an inevitable pattern, destined to repeat itself.
The writing mentions the Ibis King, but a cat is depicted here. Does that mean...
So far, what's depicted on the slab seems true to history. In which case, this cat is either a proxy for the Ibis King or a manifestation of said king himself. Exaggeration is a common method ancient records use to highlight a being of higher status. And as we know, Layla and Jur both heard the sound of a cat while escaping the ruin.
You're saying the Ibis King, one of the legendary 7 pillars of King Deshret, is here, still helping those in need?
I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Hey, there's the cat!
Wait, there it is! The cat! Ah! Marak went after him!
The cat's showing us the way forward. Come, let's follow.
Okay.
Cat's with Marat. Okay, going down.
Huh. The cat's gone.
Yes, but look where he led us.
Oh. Another slab. It looks similar to the last one. Oh, by all means, take your sweet time. Wouldn't want you to overexert yourself.
Hey, the same picture, but different.
The scene depicted here...
Seems to be a different tale. The Ibis King answered the gin-blooded dancing girl, granting her the wisdom she sought. But enemies plotted to kill her close kin. Snake venom was her self-chosen end. Here I leave the name. Makaira.
The Temptress of Woe?
You've heard of her?
Of course. I don't just sit around doodling all day. She's mentioned in tons of papers about the desert. As I recall, she was given as a gift to the Tyrant King of Gurabad, and later seized the opportunity to kill him. After getting her vengeance, she reigned as queen for many years, until her enemies attempted a coup, and she took her own life.
That's more or less the version I've read as well. It seems this queen also had dealings with the Ibis King.
Yeah, I'm starting to find this whole granting wisdom business a bit concerning. I mean, considering how Gudars and Makaira ended up, it might not have been a good thing. But, at the same time, if the cat guiding us is linked to the Ibis King, then he doesn't seem like a villain either.
People are complicated. And the same is true of the servants of the gods, no matter their wisdom or power. Let's reserve judgment for now, and keep moving.
A little earlier in a different part of the ruins.
Oh, Paimon meant to ask earlier. Have your memories come back, Layla?
No, sorry. To be honest, nothing about this experience feels familiar. Besides, my focus is the stars, so I don't spend a lot of time exploring ancient ruins.
Guess that makes us the senior researchers in this scenario. Stick close, all right, Layla?
Okay.
heck?
Wow, what a tall ceiling.
Yeah, but for such a big place, it's so empty. Like no one ever lived here. Sure must have been boring to live in ancient times, staring at ceilings all day.
Now that you mention it, I've heard some people used to draw star maps on their vaulted ceilings. Some might even make them transparent to better observe the movement of the stars. It sounds so nice. Stargazing from the comfort of your own home. Wait a second. I think I see something up there.
Go check it out for us, Paimon.
Huh? How is Paimon supposed to do that? Oh, right. Flying. Duh. Alright. Sit tight, everyone. Adventurer Paimon will be right back. Okay. So, there's nothing super special up there. Just a couple of shelves, tables, jars, and scrolls. And a whole bunch of dust, dirt, and sand. You really want to search through all that stuff?
The more dirt, the better the treasure.
Well, when you put it that way. Come on then, let's see what we've got. Paimon's hoping for something super valuable.
It's a little high up, so be careful.
Thanks. I'll stick close.
Ooh. Oh, there's a lot of notes here.
I think that's everything. Most of the documents are in the ancient desert script, except these ones. These seem old as well, but the handwriting makes them stand out.
And there are dates on them.
Right! Let's arrange them in chronological order before we read through.
Interesting. Zandik.
Okay, now let's take a look.
My supplies have run out. Unless I wish to die here, I will have to leave this place. But I still refuse to accept anything from Thoth. people like him, who only talk benefits and never mention the cost or a dime or a dozen at the Grand Bazaar. Of course, for anyone after me who falls for the temptations he offers, remember this at least. Do not trust the Ibis King. Recorded on the final day, Zantik. Seems like the notes of someone who was trapped here.
Maybe this person fell in by accident, like Mr. Jur and me.
Yeah, maybe. But they don't sound super worried about their situation. So, either this person's an ace adventurer, like the Traveler, or some kind of super optimist.
An optimist, huh? Well, I wish I could be that sort of person.
Besides, you have your own strengths, Layla.
That's right! You're detailed and passionate. Great qualities for an adventuring buddy. This optimist seems super obsessed with exploring every corner of this place. That could have gotten them in big trouble for all we know.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. It's almost magical how words like that can make you feel like you can do anything. I only wish that magic could last a little longer. Until I figure out my new study topic, at least.
Let's keep reading. Jesus. He recorded on the 13th of May.
Oh, looks like you were spot on, Paimon.
See? Told ya! That's what happens when you don't think things through. And all this talk about seniors and juniors, he was a student just like you, Layla. Whew, he sure talks a big talk for a student, though. You'd think he was some kind of old scholar instead.
Huh.
What is it? Did Paimon say something wrong?
No, not at all. I was just thinking, and this might sound rude, but the way this person speaks is just so...
Cold.
You noticed too. I mean, it's good that he helped treat his companion's wound, but it didn't seem like it was out of kindness. More like he was looking out for his own self-interest, or thought he could get something out of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
He didn't even mention this companion on the previous page.
Yeah. If you're both in this dangerous situation together, wouldn't you mention them at least once? If it were Paimon, she would write down the name of every single person she was with. No one would be able to get away.
Well, you'll all be stuck there together, so...
Actually, I find Paimon's approach quite sensible. It makes sense from a safety perspective, too. That way, if anyone came to the rescue, the notes would be able to tell them everything they needed to know.
Whoa! That's genius-level thinking!
Well, I learned that from Madame Farazan, actually. I'm not speaking from personal experience or anything.
Thanks, Teach.
Oh, no! I'm just a student.
It's fine! You taught us something, so you're our teacher. Simple as that. Anyway, from the looks of things, the student who left these notes behind was pretty weird. Let's keep reading.
See. see.
Whoa! Hang on! That's a lot of information. Paimon needs a moment to take this in. The Ibis King. So, did this person actually meet the Ibis King here?
Never thought about the Ibis King before.
Sorry. Who?
Oh, you never heard of the Ibis King? Strange.
Jeez, not again! Stop teasing her, Traveler! You know she was asking about Nefer. Anyway, Nefer's, a friend of ours. And she's mentioned the Ibis King before, but not in much detail.
Huh? Paimon handled that pretty well, actually. She managed not to spill any of Nefer's secrets. Yes, the boss of Curatorium has earned respect and then some.
Oh, I see. Well, that's not too surprising. Most people in Sumeru know about King Deshret, and most in the academia have at least some knowledge on the Seven Pillars. Legend has it, King Deshret ruled the desert at the head of several wise retainers, guiding their people to pursue the limits of wisdom. He also left behind treasures for future generations, which continue to be relevant in nearly every research discipline. Now, this message indicates this student and his senior were rescued by the Ibis King. But to think it's possible to meet him in a place like this... We don't know when these notes were written, but didn't the Seven Pillars disappear a long time ago?
There's something else that's odd.
Yeah, the notes made it sound like his powers were restricted. Also, the mention of this form? What is that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. Let's keep reading.
And the last part tells it he fall down.
Oh, this is the last page. There's even a signature at the end. Well, sounds like they made it out. Guess it was a happy ending after all.
I hope so.
Wait, but it says the Ibis King cannot be trusted.
Huh. Our friend said something similar. That the Ibis King was a liar. And the notes did make it seem like something wasn't quite right with him. Maybe he wasn't one of the Seven Pillars at all. But some kind of con artist.
Thousand apologies. Eminent Lord, Paimon meant no offense.
Great, Ibis King! If you heard that, Paimon didn't mean it. Please forgive her. Don't trap us here.
I think Paimon raises a good point. Let's keep our guard up just in case. Alright, I think that's all the clues around here. How about we...
Mirak!
Oh, it's Marak. That means Kaveh and the others should be around here, right?
Hello? Anyone up there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can.
You know, sound travels just fine in an empty chamber like this. You don't have to shout. Of course, if you're shouting to express your excitement at being reunited, by all means, pretend I never said anything.
Yelling like this is kind of exhausting. Come on, Let's head back down.
Whoa! Look at all of those cats.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Look at all these cats.
Oh, your house sure is spacious, Lord Ibis King.
I fear it's not quite what it used to be. In fact, it has long ceased to be my home at all. It belongs to the descendants of the cats I once raised. Such adorable creatures, aren't they? Take the one I'm borrowing here, for instance. A chubby fellow with such lovely fur. Anyway, tradition dictates that a special guest such as yourself be presented with a gift. Alas, it's a first-come, first-served basis, you see. I fear with the passage of time, none are left.
What? So the treasure's gone already?
Treasure, you say? Not an inaccurate description.
Are you talking in a literal sense?
Yes, and no. I have the power to grant gifts inaccessible to the masses. The only requirement is answering a question. Not a bad deal, yes? Of course, my questions were given unto me by King Deshret, who in turn received them from the Mistress of Flowers. There are 3, and no more. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? What determines truth and falsehood?
The more he talks, the less Paimon understands.
I see. That must mean Gudars and Makaira managed to answer 2 of the 3.
Another who understands.
Oh, so that's the event those 2 slabs are depicting.
Ah, priests and their records. A singular obsession, and quite boring, too. After being imprisoned within Aru, I could, on occasion, take the form of a cat to converse with those around me. But I despised speaking to them. No conversational skills whatsoever. Now, humans like you who stumble in here from time to time, you are much more interesting.
Hold on! We're getting off topic again. The 3 questions you just mentioned? What are they for, exactly?
Ah, that is a story that begins with King Deshret.
And we're in for another long one.
Nostalgia for the past is common to us all, is it not? And our king, he was such a proud, solemn man in those days. He watched us speak of the present and the future, of the wisdom we possessed, or were about to obtain. We were his proud retainers, confident in our belief that, so long as each one of us used our abilities to the fullest, progress was inevitable. Yet, King Deshret's ambition was not destined to be allowed in a closed-off world such as this. So nothing went as planned. In fact, from the beginning, there were signs an outcome of this nature was inevitable. Because although there were 7 pillars, one was forever absent. Al-Ahmar would insist the Dendro Dragon Sovereign was one of us, but the dragon herself rejected that idea.
Huh. Like a card you can never seem to draw from your deck.
More like a card that was never in the deck to begin with.
Alas, that's just who Al-Ahmar was. There was nothing we could do about that. And I always preferred chess to cards. In the end, life grew unbearable for our king. But, of course, those who remain must continue to live on. But subjects like us were less fortunate. After all, the fate of a retainer is decided by the king, including the chance to walk away. So it was then that King Deshret had Kroko, Goti, and I locked up within Aru, where we remain to this day.
Krako. Goti?
Ah, of course. You're more familiar with their full names. Sobek, the Crocodile King, and Hereshef, the Goat King. And let me tell you, when it comes to chess, Hereshef was a habitual backseat strategist, always spewing nonsense from the sidelines. Well, Sobek was all too quick to take his terrible advice, to the point where I was the one who got accused of cheating. Chess is an exercise in patience, and that man couldn't sit still to save his life. He could never excel at that game. In fact, neither of them were good at chess. Even so, we played together often. And since I was always the winner, we got along quite well. What are you laughing at? Were we not good friends?
No one's laughing. Paimon would never.
No, not you. It's Goti. He's laughing for no reason again. Can you not hear him? Ah, right. Of course you can't. The two of them are inside Aru, as am I, so only I can hear them.
What is even going on here? Has he, like, started to lose it after being trapped for so long?
That does happen to prisoners serving life sentences.
Speaking of which, how's Azar doing these days?
I doubt he's doing much of anything.
Just what I wanted to hear.
What is the meaning of this? You doubt my words? I have half a mind to not talk at all.
Oh, no. They're not questioning you, Lord Ibis King, just discussing other things. Please, continue.
In that case, where were we?
Getting to the part about the 3 questions. Hopefully.
Ah yes, we're almost there. Before I entered Aru, King Deshret said I could be released from my eternal seal if I chose humans who could provide the correct answers to those 3 questions. The first person who caught my eye was Gudars. I asked him, what causes our rise and fall? He answered, conspiracy and betrayal, for it renders the righteous and wise unable to succeed, and thus nations fall. I found his answer quite interesting, so I bestowed upon him the power to deceive. The second human I chose was Makaira. I asked her, what obliterates love and hate? She said unto me, I have nothing left to lose. Vengeance alone can quench both love and hate. I found this to be another fascinating response, so I granted her the power to be loved.
But both of them ended up...
Now then, young one, riddle me this. Did their answers point to this fate, or was it the power I bestowed upon them that determined their end?
I'm just an observer who doesn't understand their circumstances, so I can't answer.
A clever reply. I do not wish to comment either. It is all in the past at this point. My only wish was for their answers to be acknowledged by King Deshret's rules, and bring me one step closer to freedom. As for the final person, her fate remains to be seen, so I will not reveal her name.
That must have... Oh, no way! That must have been Nefer, then.
I asked her, what determines truth and falsehood? and found her answer quite compelling, so I bestowed upon her a gift to match. As you can see, however, I have not been freed, so it's clear the answer she gave at that time was wrong. But alas, 3 people were chosen and 3 questions were asked. So now all I can do is wait. Wait until her wisdom is in line with the rules set forth by my king. Until she has found the true answer to that question.
No wonder there was no 3rd stone slab then. Or perhaps you're just not ready to include her in the story. Though, that might be a generous interpretation.
Well, it's not merely because her story remains unfinished. As the remaining priests of this place left, or passed on, there were none left to record the events that followed. Besides, stone slabs are few and far between in the Great Red Sands. In the sprawling desert, very few things or people even manage to leave a trace. But sometimes I can't help but wonder. If that young man from several centuries ago had been willing to answer my question, would I have left Aru by now?
Wait, so there was someone else?
Of course, it has been thousands of years after all. All sorts of people have stumbled upon this place, but I only chose the special ones. That young man had such a singular intelligence, though his companion, by contrast, was rather average.
Wait, could that have been...
The author of those notes we found? The student named Zandik?
Ah, yes, I think that was his name. In truth, I was unsure whether I should grant him my 3rd remaining gift. He was, of course, exceedingly clever, but he was also mistrustful and narcissistic in equal measure, and there did not seem to be a line he was unwilling to cross. Too much power could be dangerous in the hands of someone like him, so I found myself rather relieved when he declined my gift.
Oh, he turned you down? Did he give a reason?
Yes. He said he didn't need it. I still remember the look in his eyes. Nothing stood out per se, and still I could sense contempt and disdain radiating from his gaze. I could not give an exact reason, but on instinct I just knew it would not end well to get close to a man like that. So, I tricked him. Stick close to your companion, I said. Only the descendants of Tulatula can come and go as they please. Leave him behind, and there is no escape for you.
So, does that mean his companion wasn't a descendant of Tulatula?
Oh no, that part was true. The lie was in the other half. Anyone can enter or exit this place. There are no restrictions. I saw that his companion was exhausted and was concerned Zandik might leave him behind, or worse, that some other accident might befall him. So I made up an excuse to prevent Zandik from going a step too far. Oh, and speaking of, Sandik's companion had the same blue hair and pointed ears as you.
Wait, does that mean Layla's also a descendant of Tulatula?
Indeed. When Hermanubis founded that city, he took in many who had nowhere else to go. Today, their progeny are scattered to the 4 winds, and indeed are far more numerous than I could have imagined.
So the person you protected could have been my ancestor.
Yes, yes. You're very welcome for that.
Could I ask another question, Lord Ibis King?
Of course. I have nothing but time, I'm afraid.
Did you also save me and a man named Jur?
I did. You two were quite unlucky bumping into a device King Deshret once used to measure human brain power. That contact caused more knowledge than you could handle to flood into your minds. So I replaced that knowledge with simpler, repetitive information. Of course, the side effect being the same thought repeating over and over again in your mind, but that should resolve itself in time.
How many moons are there in the sky?
Yes, that was the phrase I used in your head. I forgot the other one, though. I believe it had something to do with food. Both were spur-of-the-moment decisions, so no need to dwell on the meaning too much.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Lord Ibis King.
As I said, young one, you are most welcome. If you're inclined to return the favor, perhaps you could turn off that device so no one else can trigger it? There's only so much a cat's paw can do, so I'm afraid this is something I must leave to you. Or Marak, I suppose.
Don't worry, that device can no longer be activated.
Oh, splendid! Another one bites the dust. Such is the fate of things here. Day by day, little by little, the remnants of ages past fade into obscurity. For that reason, the gifts of bygone eras, be they tied to your blood or technological in nature, are not to be revered. They are tools, nothing more. Disrespectful? I simply make the most of what I have. Besides, our king has been gone all these years. What good does it do to revere him now?
Oh, are you talking to the Goat King again?
No, Croco this time. He's pestering me for another game of chess. Says he wants to even the score. Wishful thinking, if you ask me. If we counted one push-up for every loss, he'd owe me 300,000 by now. Of course, that's just a rough estimate. I've never kept count.
It appears that's something you like. Being someone unable to be defeated.
I suppose so. All right then. Time for me to extend my winning streak, and for you all to head home.
Best of luck to you.
In truth, deep down, I know even the answers to those 3 questions will not change my fate. But that is for me to reckon with. Go on now.
Alright, challenge complete.
Excuse me. Do you even know what time it is? I've harvested 3 crops of tomatoes while you've been gone.
You're exaggerating, Professor.
I'm making a point. There's a difference.
Sincerest apologies for keeping you waiting, Professor Cyrus.
Our mistake. Please accept our apology.
See, that's what I call manners. Now, are any of you hurt?
Nope. It went way smoother than we expected, actually.
I presume the investigation is complete then. Come, tell me all about it. Oh my, did you luck out? If you've read the work from the Vahumana Dashan, you would know that the Ibis King has, well, let's call it a mixed record. Perhaps he softened up a bit in his old age, and that's why he chose to help you.
Or perhaps he just didn't have a good enough reason not to help us. See? Marak agrees.
How do you even know that's what Marak meant? That could have just been a happy noise.
In any case, there's a lot to be happy about. We figured out what happened to Layla and Jur, and there were some unexpected takeaways too.
Yeah, I never expected to learn about my ancestry. I've always thought of myself as just an ordinary student. I never would have even considered something like that could be true.
Come to think of it, our ancestors might even have been friends at some point.
Huh? You're right. Maybe I should take a trip back home to see if I can find any records about that.
Oh, I was just throwing that out there. I wouldn't want you to go to the trouble.
It's fine. My advisor gave me a break, and I still have a few days left, so... Oh, wait. My study topic. I haven't made any progress at all. No. I need to focus on that instead.
One thing at a time, Layla.
Right.
Couldn't you help her, Professor?
Huh? No, I could never.
Me, you say? I'm from the Spatamar Darshan, and I don't think that Nephis or Zahahadi researched the stars. All I have to offer are my homegrown tomatoes. Although I suppose it's not impossible. I can ask a few old friends to recommend some interesting topics.
You really don't have to. It sounds like a lot of work.
Hardly. A few passing questions while we water the plants? It's no trouble at all.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Now it's getting late, and you all must be tired. Let's wrap things up here. Some say desert nights are the sun taking mercy on us after the heat of the day. So, let's leave while she still feels merciful.
Okay, everyone, that's Ruined Exploration Act 2 complete! Okay, everyone, the act is complete. So I'll be taking a break from Genshin Impact. So, in a way, I'll be taking a break of all the Archon quests and the story quests and other quests too. But I'll be soon playing on the new story quest that's been really haven't played these 5 story quests. So I'm gonna do these do the Sijuin story quest. So we're just gonna go to Fontaine and I'll be playing the story quest soon. So listen, all of you, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see more Genshin Impact videos, Honkai Star Rail, and Withering Waves, and more new games, and much more. And be sure to see my speed painting. Bye!